Bungie has quite possibly made their worst mistake yet. This one is so severe that it's going to get someone fired, and rightly so. Plagiarizing art is no laughing matter, and allegedly, this artist had their art stolen from none other than Bungie? I can't believe I'm even saying that. And to be clear, this is alleged plagiarism, and there might be some nuance here, and this isn't specifically me calling them out. This is an individual that's a digital artist that made some community fan art in regards to the Traveler and the Darkness, and this art piece was used in the most recent cutscene with the Witness. Now, initially, you might be thinking to yourself, okay, well, it's fan art of Bungie's game, so Bungie has the right to use these concepts, which, legally speaking, you're right. However, to use their art concepts and to not give them credit is a big yikes from me and from the community, and the community is extremely upset about this. If you look at the side-by-side comparison, on the left side being a screenshot taken from the most recent cutscene in Destiny 2, and the right side being the community-made fan art that was submitted before the cutscene came out, you'll notice a ton of similarities. So much similarity that it's honestly kind of uncanny. Now, obviously, simple things like the shape of the veiled individual has already been in the game, but the triangle behind them and the circle behind that triangle and all the little tiny triangles in the exact same positioning matching up perfectly, not to mention the planet down below and that tiny little outline around it, make this whole thing just impossible to be chance, right? I mean, it is impossible that this was just completely by chance, right? Regardless of whether or not it was by chance, it really doesn't matter because the community is furious about this. They're calling it plagiarism. They're saying that Bungie stole from this artist. And this tweet currently sits, at the time I'm making this video, at well over 1 million views, which is just really sad to see. Bungie, I don't know how this happened, but hopefully you can make this right. I know that Bungie likes to stay silent during difficult situations like these, but they definitely need to be vocal here, and they need to make this situation correct and give credit to this artist in some way if they can, or just apologize for the blatant thievery, because this is a really bad look for Bungie. Either way though, whoever did this is more than likely being fired. And in other news, Datto was recently called out in Asdacross's microtransaction hell video. In this video, he led with a clip from Datto that spoke about Datto giving his rage to the community if Bungie ever misused microtransactions. And while I don't think Asdacross meant to poke the beehive here, it happened nonetheless. So many people began flooding Datto's mentions on Twitter, adding him and asking him if we have his outrage, if he agrees with Asdacross's take, if he's upset with Bungie's microtransactions, to which he responded on Twitter saying this: "All y'all have my blessing, but I think it's just a waste of energy at this point. It's also more nuanced than I think people are giving the situation credit for. Good luck being the guy trying to justify all the price points of things in Destiny 2 to a raging mob." So there you have it. We have Datto's rage. And another individual tweeted this: "I'm kind of interested to hear what Datto has to say with his old video in mind from the Taken King." To which he responded, "The only W the Destiny 2 community has gotten with microtransactions was when Bungie said they wouldn't put stuff like the Pit of Heresy ship in the store anymore. And we got a couple of ghosts, shells for Guardian games. The battle was lost ages ago." So there you have it. That's a response from Datto himself. What are your thoughts on Bungie's microtransaction strategy in Destiny 2? But this isn't the only streamer that recently got into some heat lately. Recently, Grenader Jake spoke out against Bungie, and his clip has become top trending. But before we get into that, we need to talk about Marty O'Donnell's viral tweet. Marty O'Donnell, if you don't know the name, don't worry, I'll explain. He's a guy who previously worked at Bungie and got into some serious legal trouble many years ago. I'm not going to bore you with all the details, but let's just say he's a musical composer that had a hefty dispute with Bungie in regards to the ownership of his music that he made to contribute to Destiny. That dispute is years old now, but today he tweeted out this: "For reasons I can't go into, today is a day when I reflect on my successes and failures. I'm proud that I helped get at Bungie out of Microsoft. I regret that I was unable to get Microsoft out of Bungie." Now, Marty doesn't get very many views on his tweets these days, but this one got over 250,000 views, so a lot of people were agreeing with this sentiment. Let me know your thoughts about it in the comments. Now back to Grenader Jake and his viral clip. For context, he had been playing Trials all weekend like he normally does, and matching the same team of cheaters over and over again, causing him to have to wipe several Trials cards and effectively wasting his time. This led him to post this clip right here.
How in the world are these guys playing this game all weekend when we pay $100 a year to play this game? They make billions of dollars and they don't care enough to have one single person who's ready to ban these people. They can't pay one person with their billion-dollar company to ban people blatantly cheating, ruining their playlist for the entire weekend. How in the world do they have that much disrespect for their community? Yep. The least they could do for a community of people that have supported their gaming company for 9 years now would be to have one person whose job it is to monitor this 200 plus games that these guys have done this to people. 200 plus cards that they have ruined, that they have caused to be flawed. And not a single person in their community or in their company has any ability to stop it. Billions of dollars that they generate from our pockets, and not a single person has any care in the world to stop this. What excuse is there for that? I don't understand it.
Let me know your thoughts about all the craziness down below. It's been a whirlwind of a week, and if you want to stay up to date on all the news and drama in Destiny 2, make sure to subscribe with notifications on, and click the screen now to watch another awesome video from this channel. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.